Okay, it's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Salt Lake City, Utah, or I should say Bluffdale, Utah, and I'm installing my new packages for the year. So it seems a little crazy right now with all the bees flying around. I put a pollen catcher on my one of my strongest hives. Wanted to test this out. So if you're noticing a lot of bees, it's because I've also installed a couple packages too. So that type of bee activity is not that normal. It's usually not that crazy. Anyways, so I got all my supplies set up, and now I'm spraying the bees down with a sugar water and a essential oil mix that I use, and this helps calm the bees and to keep them occupied, cleaning themselves off and giving them a little treat also. So I get them to stick together, and then they kind of come clumped together. So you got to hit the clump down and respray them. Um, this allows you to work a little bit easier with them too, and to be able to shake them out of the box. So what I'm going to do now is get the hive prepped here. I'm going to open it up and take out 3 middle frames. I'm going to put these frames back in after I shake them in, but we're going to put those off to the side, and I'm going to grab one frame, put a rubber band around it, and use that later to put my queen on. I also brought some marshmallows. That's what I'm gonna use to plug the queen cage so that they can eat that out later and release the queen when they're ready. So here's what I did. I pulled out the feeder in the package, and I put a piece of cardboard over the hole so we don't have bees flying all over. Um, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the little metal piece that is holding the queen cage inside the package. I'm going to shake off the bees and put the cardboard back. First thing I'm going to always check for is to make sure that the queen is alive. If she's not alive, immediately stop with that package, put the queen back, and call your supplier who gave you the bees so you can go get a new queen. Um, Now what I'm doing is I'm taking the cork out, and once the cork is out, I'm going to replace that cork in the queen cage with a marshmallow. Some queen cages have their own type of setup. Mine just has a cork and you put your own marshmallow in it. So you might not need a marshmallow for your setup. For mine, I have to use a marshmallow. I'll come back in about 3 to 5 days and double check to make sure that the queen is out of her cage and that there's eggs being laid. So now I'm coming back to that frame that I put to the side that I had the rubber band on, and I'm securing the queen in the middle, um, face down. There's no attending bees inside it, so I'm not worried about any of them dying and blocking the hole. And I'm just making sure she's secured in there so they can smell her and take her on as a queen. So I'll put that to the side for now, make sure it's secure and doesn't fall. And I will hit the bees back down and remove the cardboard from the hole and then start shaking the bees in. This is sure fun. As you can see, I don't have any gloves on. I just have a hood. The bees are kind of in a weird state. I don't think they really know what's going on, and they're not too aggressive in this situation, as far as I've told or been told. So I've never gotten stung installing a package. I'm not saying it can't be possible, but I like to wear a hood just because getting stung in the face is not very fun. So um, gloves are optional with me, and I've this time decided not to use gloves and didn't get stung anywhere. So um, after I shake them in, I'm going to grab those 3 frames that I had set aside and softly set them on top of the bees without crushing the bees. So I'm not pushing down or anything like that. Again, double check that the queen is alive and that she's not in any danger. And I like to set her right in the middle frame, and get them as straight as possible without crushing any bees. Once that's done, I'll grab the top cover and set it on top. My hive, this particular 8-frame medium hive, does not have a feeder inside. Um, I put the feeder on top. I do a 1 gallon feeder on top, and I also sometimes do a feeder on the front entrance. With my new ones, I'm doing a 1 gallon Pell feeder, and you just flip it upside down, make sure it's covering the inner cover hole, and then cover it with a frame box. Make sure you don't get any bees trapped in there, and then put my top cover, or I'm sorry, my roof on. So that is installing a package. Pretty easy. It's not that intimidating. Um, it's hard to screw up, but it's really fun to do. So if you have questions, leave them down below. I'm not saying this is the best or perfect way to do it, but it's worked for me, and I hope you guys enjoy your bees this year. Talk to you later.